Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope all are doing perfectly great, and today's recipe will make you more super great and will also turn up your minds with nice smooth and delicious soft moist chocolate cupcakes. I'm also going to show you the frosting. The measurements for all the ingredients are mentioned in the description below. Go and check that link and also share my videos if you like my videos, also subscribe to my channel. So without wasting any time, let's have a look at the ingredients. I have soft butter, unsalted, brown sugar, white sugar, caster sugar basically, that's cocoa powder, milk, baking powder, baking soda and salt, 3 eggs. This is a mixture of vanilla essence and a basically cocoa powder and coffee powder, and that's our flour. And I have my cupcake tins lined up. So let's start. In a larger bowl, I'll add my butter, you can also use melted butter for this. We'll add our sugar, brown sugar also to it. We'll use a stand mixer and give it a good cream. Just give a scrape. And yeah, one more thing, I am using light brown sugar today, not dark, which will give a good mild caramelly flavor. We'll add our eggs. I add all my eggs at once. You can also do one egg at a time. As you can see, our mixture is nice in color. It's got a good caramel color. So we'll set this aside. We'll take our flour, add our cocoa powder to it, and just give a good mix. Be careful, do not splatter all the cocoa powder out. And always remember to sieve your ingredients before you use your dry. Especially cocoa powder can cause lumps, so it's better you break those lumps by sieving it once or twice. And to this we'll also add our salt, baking powder, baking soda. So our dry is ready. We'll get back to our wet. So to this we'll add our coffee powder, our pinch of cocoa powder and our vanilla essence. Do not worry guys, coffee only will always add a good flavor to your cakes, but it won't taste coffee, or it will basically just enhance the flavor of our cocoa. We'll add half our dry. Give it a good mix. Go on slow. It's splashing out too much. Take a spatula and just give it a mix first. We'll add our milk, half glass, do not add the whole. You can see our mixture is nice and airy. We'll add our flour. Again, give it a mix. Do not do a mistake now. This batter might make around roughly 12 to 14 cupcakes, depending how big your cupcakes are, or you're making mini cupcakes, then it will be almost more than 24. I'm making the larger ones, so it might be 12 to 14. Let's see. We'll just give a good scrape first and just see if we need more milk. Add a dash of milk to it. So I've used half cup and 2 tablespoons of it extra. And here's our lovely chocolatey batter ready. This will go into the oven for 180 degrees for roughly 12 to 20 minutes. You can remove it at 18 and check. So I'll just get the setup clean and I'll show you the way I am going to put them into my cupcake liners, and I'll get back. So guys, I have cleaned up my setup. You can also use spoons to put your batter. I'll show you one of them with spoons, but I love doing it in a piping bag. If you do not have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag as well. That would work fine. So in a tall glass, I'll put my batter in. I'll show you first how you can use spoons to make these cupcakes. You can take a bigger spoon first. With a smaller spoon, just push it in and set your cupcake liner into the dish in. And add a bit more. And use the back of your small spoon and just give it smoothing out. That's it. This is also a good technique, and I'll show you the piping bag method, how you can use a piping bag. Just snip off the tip and just push it in, just to make your life easier. So I'm sure my batter is going to make more than 12. So we'll put this first batch in, and I'll show you when all my cupcakes are done. We'll move in with our ganache. So let our cupcakes bake at 180 again for 15 to 20 minutes, or you can also see it at 12. Depends on your oven. So we'll be back when these babies are baked. To make a ganache, I have taken dark chocolate chunks. You can also use semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I have heated up my cream. You can use whipping cream, or you can use Amul fresh cream as well. That would work perfectly fine. We'll just pour our hot boiling cream onto our dark chocolate. And we'll just let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes on its own. This ganache which I'm showing you, you all can also use it for making your cake icings. You can put it in your cakes. You can also flavor it and make a good flavorful ganache. Can you put chocolate essence or orange essence, or you can put liquor, anything you feel like. So we'll just let this set in the cream so that the hot cream melts the chocolate. I really love watching chocolate getting melt and involved with the cream. It's really a good meditation method and also tempting to indulge it. So it's been around 2 minutes. We'll mix a ganache. I'm using a whisk. You can also use a spatula. Always remember, from inside you move out. So you need to mix in the center first and gradually turn your circles outwards. As you can see. And do not worry if any chunks are still left in it. You can microwave it on 20 seconds and it will be perfectly fine. As you can see, it's nice and luxurious. There are chunks, therefore I will microwave mine for roughly 20 seconds and check on the consistency, and I'll show you at the end what consistency you need it to be, so that you get good ganache pipings. After this is completely melted, you need to let it be at room temperature for roughly 40 minutes so that it thickens up and it's easy to pipe. So we'll be back, and we'll also need to add a bit of butter to it. That's later on. I'll melt it in the oven first and I'll get back to you. So guys, I have heated up my ganache. I forgot to show you while I'm adding the butter. I've just added a half a tablespoon of butter to it just to give a good shine. As you can see, it's so shiny. But at this time, it is very, very liquid. It has to set for 40 minutes, as I told previously, at room temperature. Do not keep it in the fridge. Let it set at room temperature. And as you can see, there are no big chunks of chocolate. All are melted. And it's nice and drippy. I love this. Giving good layers. So now we'll be back after I show you my cupcakes are ready and we get on with our ganache. So we'll be back. Guys, my cupcakes are out of the oven. Few are still in the oven and these are nice and cold. I have put my ganache in a piping bag, and I have melted white chocolate. These are chocolate chunks, few golden balls, and these are some sprinkles, confetti sprinkles. You can use any way of decorating, but I'm showing you 2 or 3 types of it today. So you always take one cupcake. Always remember how professionally you are in piping. You still need to practice one and see whether your flour or anything is coming perfectly smooth. So we'll just try one over here. As you can see, it's coming smooth and nice. So we'll just clean it up. And just leave it. As you can see, I have done a smaller one to show you. I'll do one more smaller one at the side. It's a bit wobbly. Never mind. So like this, you can decorate all of them. There's another one also which I'll show you another way. So we'll just keep this aside. This also looks pretty. I'll just put few golden balls on it just to give a good shine and a little prettier look. So you can see it's looking so pretty and so beautiful. We'll set this aside. Then the other one I'll show you. You can take your spoon and just scoop out a little of the center like this. Just put it in. And we have a white chocolate. I'll just snap out a tiny hole and just fill the hole with white chocolate and cover it back. It will overflow a bit, but never mind. It's looking pretty. We put few chocolate chunks, white chocolate chips to it. Looks so pretty. So I'll just do the rest and I'll show you the end result. Few you can decorate like this. Few with side sprinkles. Some golden balls. These golden balls also look very, very pretty. Or you can leave two as it is, as I'm leaving. So these look so pretty and so adorable. You can see the good ripples. You can see how nice and creamy it's looking. These ones also look pretty, with a drizzle of chocolate and two sprinkles which is gone on. No, never mind. These ones look so prettier. And if you like this video, please like, share, comment what you want me to make next. And please do show your love and try these recipes at your home. I'll also show you many more amazing easy recipes and also Halloween themed recipes. And wishing all of them a happy Halloween, happy Dussehra, happy Diwali. I'll also show you some good recipes for Diwali, like some chocolates and many more. So stay tuned. God bless. Bye.